Got a little Shelby Max is working on.
It's game time and I'm up one.
How many bottles of product? So we're about building relationships. So I'm a team that lost it.
The fastest growing brands for detailing products, chemicals, and coatings in the world.
All right, guys, welcome to another edition of the Weekly Buff. This week we've got a GT500 Mustang. This puts out over 700 horsepower, and this customer bought a black GT500. You know what that means. Black is always the hardest to keep from scratching and getting damage and rock chips. And he requested that we do a full body PPF on the car, but there was some prep work involved. He also wanted us to remove the wheels and detail the calipers and ceramic coat everything. So future cleaning was a piece of cake, and this car is no joke. We had to take off the center scoop in order to get a clean install. Max worked on this car for over a week, and it was super tedious to do all the panels. Now, wrapping with PPF is ideal if you're going to keep the car for a long period of time and you don't want to worry about damage to the finish or constant waxing or polishing or any rock chips or scratches. So let's get started. This was a great project. Hope you guys enjoy it. Be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, and you know how the algorithms work. Leave a comment.
Is what I'm doing helping? This is why Max is the best, boys. I think someone would probably make this like a 5-piece job. Yeah. But it's one.
All right, Max. So tell the Weekly Buff fans, how's your experience been on the GT500?
It's on the usual GT500 with Graphene pieces.
How many of these GT500s have you done?
Done probably about 10.
10.
10 of them.
That's a lot. So 10 wraps. So the first couple were like kind of learning how to attack, because it's a lot of panels. What's the most difficult part of doing a GT500 for people that ask? Because we get a lot of questions. Would it be this whole rear quarter because you're taking the pillar all the way down?
Yep, the quarter panel.
So right here, this quarter, ladies and gentlemen, from here all the way down to here, it's one big piece of material, and you're wasting, right? A lot of the door and the glass, or do we group other parts into that? Max? Do we group other parts, or do we just waste the door and
well, we cut the door with it.
Okay, so we cut the door with the rear quarter. So we grouped it so at least we get a door section out of it and we get the fender section, but this is not that much waste here. But the difficulty is that you have to pick this up and you got dust and stuff flying in the air, and then you got to wet the surface a lot, because if not, the dust gets behind there, and what are you going to see behind the film, Max? You're going to see some little pecks or rocks. It's going to look like little bumps. And so it takes a lot of patience. And how many people would it take? 2 or 3 of you guys just to make sure we get it down?
Oh yeah. 2 just to bring it over there and then handle everything else.
So guys, we've been on this car for how many days? 3 days, Max?
2.5.
2.5. So 2.5 days. Max says he's going to get it wrapped up today. It's not common for us to do full body PPFs. In fact, we're not a big fan of it. If the car's worth a high dollar amount, okay, it makes sense. But if it's not a collectible or something like that, we normally recommend the nose and the rocker panels and maybe a rear splash and then ceramic coated. But this customer said he's never getting rid of the car, and this is what he wanted, so we said we'd get it done. Oh, Max, you got the wing back on already? All right, guys, it's the reveal for the GT500, and we've got Mr. CPA of Las Vegas, Mr. Finance here, owner of the GT500. And you guys saw in the video here, we completely wrapped the whole entire car. We took the center cowl out, we took the wing off, which was no fun. You guys saw in the video, the tape, the amount of tape that Ford puts on, the wheels, and the calipers are ceramic coated, looks bitchin'. So what do you think?
Holy shit, that's what I gotta say. It's nice. That is shiny. That looks good, you guys. Yeah. That's amazing.
And see, the great part is when you look at the vehicle, you cannot tell it's got PPF.
I love it. Yeah. It's so pretty.
I mean, everything is done. The attention to detail is on it.
It looks amazing, yeah. Just gotta have that for the, and the black in the desert.
So
man.
tell the
Yeah.
Weekly Buff fans out there, Mr. CPA, right? He works for a famous multi-family developer, but we can't say his name. Why did you have us wrap the whole car? Because I was trying to talk him out of it. I was trying to talk him into doing just the nose and maybe some rockers and rear splash. Why did we go with the full car?
I mean, I'm a little bit overkill. That's how I am. I wanted, you know, I'd rather spend a little bit more and get the whole thing done, especially with black in the desert. I've had a lot of black cars in the desert, and it's so hard to with the upkeep, and you know, every little bit of protection helps. So I went with the whole wrap.
Now, when you look at it, see how like there's no cutout? We put the badges exactly back on where they are from the factory location.
Right.
Look at all your black trim, it's super black.
Yep.
The wheels, we put multiple coats, put them outside in the sun, sprayed them, dried them, sprayed them again. There's a lot of coating on the wheels.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Have the back fenders? Were those okay?
Yeah. So we'll take a look at the back fenders. So we'll go back here, take a look.
Did you have to take?
We had to
take
wet
it
the
off?
floor. We just had to wet everything. It's all wrapped, dude.
Did you have to take them off like you thought?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Look, it's completely wrapped.
Yeah.
And look how clean it is. Now you're never gonna get, when you do PPF, you get some dust when you do it, but you have to really look for it.
Yeah.
And we know because we installed it where there might be a little bit here, but the factory paint job had dust in it when we were polishing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's imperfections from the factory.
Sure.
So when you put the film down, it looks like it's in the film, but it's not. There's spots where it's in the paint, and there's nothing we can do about that.
So now I feel so much better with like a quick wipe down with it, you know, knowing that it's not.
You can't
black.
scratch this.
Yeah, that's what I love.
Because we put a coating on top of the paint protection film.
Yeah.
That's why the paint PPF is so glossy.
Yeah.
So guys, we're gonna pull this car out, and if you wanna meet this guy, you're in a multi-family business, I can't tell you where he works, you can go through me and I'll give you his number.
Absolutely.
All right?
Yeah.
So guys, it's another weekly buff. Thanks for the business.
Thank you, yeah.
Thanks for being
Appreciate
patient. It took us only a week to get it done,
it. That's nice.
right?
Yeah.
But we got it done, so we're gonna pull it out front. Guys, be sure to ring the bell, hit the follow button, and subscribe. And if you wanna be on the weekly buff, leave a comment in the box below, and we'll see you soon.